Hey there, it's Dr. Kamisa. Welcome back to our video series. And if you're new to our channel, please hit the like button, subscribe to us, and turn on your notifications. Well, today I have some very exciting things to talk about, and that's this, the PowerPlate dual spheres. So if you're new to PowerPlate, new to accessories from PowerPlate, stay tuned. I got lots to share about this. So now we're going to talk about the PowerPlate dual sphere specs. So how much do these guys weigh? They weigh less than 2 pounds, 1.85 pounds. That's what I love about them. And they vibrate. They have 4 different levels of vibration. They have a 10-minute auto timer shut off. The battery lasts for just about 3 hours. And it just takes a couple hours to charge these guys up to full. But I like them for their size. You can travel with them in your carry-on, in your purse, in the car if you're going on a road trip. And if you combine this with the PowerPlate Mini or the big gun, which is the Pulse, then that's a great traveling trio combination there. So that's the specs on the spheres. So stay tuned now. I'm going to talk about some exercises. So we're going to talk about some exercises to do with these, and today we're going to cover the shoulder and rotator cuff, recovering from rotator cuff, or if you have rotator cuff problems. And I'm going to put a link down below of a case of, I went through in a lot of detail of all the muscles, the anatomy, and how we treat rotator cuff. So it's a great video. It's a lot of detail in there. If you like short videos, well, you need to hit fast forward then, because there's a lot of detail. If you got shoulder problems, you really want to look at that video. And so today what we did is, Tom, who was in that shoulder video, we've had a lot of success with Tom with the shoulders and rotator cuff. He's very active. He's in great shape. And so we went through and we're going to categorize these exercises from easier to more advanced. But we're going to take you through a lot of different exercises, how to use these for their shoulders, standing up in a bent over position and laying down. So those are what's coming up now. So when you are performing these exercises, whether they're for rehab, for a rotator cuff injury that you're dealing with, or any other kind of shoulder injury, there's a couple points that I want to keep in mind. Number 1, do not perform any motion in discomfort or with pain. Number 2, it has to be a pain-free motion. These tendons on your shoulder are sensitive, and if you're stretching into pain, you're causing more damage. 3, perform the exercise with as much precision as you can do. 4, use as much force as possible squeezing the PowerPlate spheres. 5, the alternating is more challenging and uses cross brain. It causes your brain to cross stimulate, and it's just a lot more challenging. It's kind of fun to do. And the last one is, these exercises can be performed 3 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times per week. When doing this exercise, keep your core tight and squeeze with as much force as possible. When doing this exercise, keep your core tight and swing your arms so they pass in front of your body at the same time. When performing this exercise with your arms bent, this puts less stress on the front of the shoulders. When performing this exercise, keep your arms parallel as you're shifting up and down. When you're doing this lateral motion, make sure that your arms come to the same height on both sides. With this exercise, your hands are going to be externally rotated, and you will be able to achieve a higher range of motion. This exercise is great for any kind of rotator cuff, internal, external rotation. As your shoulders get stronger, this is a great exercise. It really works the shoulder and rotator cuffs. This is another great exercise for internal and external rotation, rotator cuffs. When performing these exercises on your back, there's a couple ways to do them. One, as you can see in the exercise here with Tom coming up, is that we're using the power plate with a large block on the back, getting the vibration coming through the lower back and the pelvis as we're exercising the shoulders. But you can also do this on a workout bench with your knees bent or on the floor with a yoga mat. This exercise must be performed pain-free, regardless of how far your arms are able to go above your head. When alternating with this exercise, the arms should be straight up at the same time. When performing this exercise, try to squeeze your chest muscles as much as possible as your arms are coming towards the center. We call this one the snow angel move, but the only thing really missing is the snow. When doing this exercise, you want to achieve as much range of motion pain-free as possible. Alternating with this exercise makes it more challenging. These next exercises are performed bent over in a stabilized position. They're usually used when someone has just recovered from some kind of a shoulder injury, if they're rehabbing from a PRP or a Prolo or stem cell injection, or whatever the case may be. But these are early recovery exercises. They can be performed with one arm supporting on a workout bench, using the arm of a chair, or on a countertop. When you're doing this exercise, make sure you're well supported, and you're going to do 6 rotations one way and then change direction. Again, make sure you are stabilized and the lateral swing is slow and controlled. This side swing exercise is a great way to get that range of motion back. When performing this exercise, try to squeeze your tricep as hard as you can. When performing these curls, keep your core tight and squeeze your biceps as you're moving your arms. When doing this exercise, squeeze your hands and your chest as hard as you can. As you can see by all those exercises, and there's a lot of great exercises in there, and it's a great shoulder routine. Obviously you have to do all of them. Some are going to be easier for you to do with others, but I'm telling you, when the harder you squeeze with these guys, the more those muscles are firing. And if you're just trying to stay toned and stay in shape and not injure yourself by picking up some heavy weights, these guys are so good at that. They're just an awesome. We have them in the clinic, like I said before, they get used all day long, every day. And so again, Power Plate comes out with another great tool to help us stay in shape, help us get fit, help us recover from injuries. And I love Power Plate, and as we try to empower people to live their best day every day, we need different tools, and these are great tools of the trade to get people to do that. So until next time, have a blessed day, and we'll see you later.